Hi, and welcome, a warm welcome to our final round of the Rotax Max South African Challenge. And it's been held this year at Zwartkops in Pretoria. Pretoria, just just south of Pretoria. It's trying to be a bit sunny, and at the moment in Park Ferme, we've just had the Bambinos come off. Over to you.
So we go back to the DD2 Masters. Let's get the right page. We've got that up now running. Nick Verheil was the man topped the table, the timing order, 42.879. Nick Verheil in cart 101. You've got Eugene Brits alongside him, who ran a 43.265. Your second row features Jonathan Peterson and Carla Gould. Row 3 features Andrew Thomas alongside Alistair Mingay. And row 4, Shane Foley alongside Tinaya Nkobe. All right, so here we go. This is the Masters, and that are running 15 laps of racing with you right now. DD2 will be winding their way to the pre-race paddock because they will be on next, but this is Masters. Well, interesting, it's not the biggest field, but a very, very interesting and exciting field. Nick Verheil looked unstoppable yesterday in qualifying. Well, we can see it by his time there. 42.8. The next best was a 43.2. So no doubt it's got to be seen as the hot favorite right now. But certainly Nick knows that. Big respect to the guys around him because there are some big names in this field with them in the DD2 Masters. Well, you might have noticed there a man missing their championship leader going into this finale is Michael Stevens. Michael obligated to race in long circuit down in the Aldos Garandi circuit. Won his first race yesterday by 18 seconds. He's into race 2 today, of which he leads by 2 minutes. It's no doubt endurance race, so doing good things down there, but we are missing him here. It would have been great to see him in this field of star-studded DD2 Masters drivers. So Michael Stevens had 1 point advantage over Jonathan Peterson, who's out there in the field in the 169 card. That's the Tony card there, the Vertex Auto Tony card entry. But they all know the man to watch out for there is no doubt Nick Verheil in card 101. The biggest man in qualifying, and there it is. And let's look at this battle. Look at this. We're going up for sec. Look, Jonathan Peterson on the brakes. Looks like puts the 199 caught there into that second spot. But he knows how he's got a battle going down there with Eugene Brits. 3 huge names. Well, the Dayglow helmet there, that is Jonathan Peterson. JP there at the wheel. Finished 7th in the World Finals in 2018. So many of these drivers have competed on the international stage and certainly made their mark. Huge respect going out from all around the world to the South African competitors that come over there. Certainly South Africa has made its mark on the world stage, and a lot of the guys that have been to the international circuits out there on track right now. Nick Verheil, absolutely machine performance coming from the man in 101. Well, there's always seen to be the danger man right here at the Zwartkops Raceway. Nick Verheil, you can see why this guy is extremely quick on this 1 kilometer circuit. Jonathan Peterson got his rear view mirrors absolutely caked there with Eugene Brits, a new fastest lap of the race. So no letting up there. 43.4 for Nick Verheil. Well, he ran a 42.8 in quali, so there's still a little bit more in reserve if he needs it to call on that a little bit of extra pace. But the strategy, no doubt, Nick Verheil has adopted, just build a comfortable lead and hold it there, not try to overdo it. Just save the rubber, save the cart, the motor. And it's a long day it is today. Just look where these guys break. Absolutely late break. Hey, a great drive coming from the man on 114. That's Andrew Thomas. Oh, spin out there for the 101 caught there. That's Alistair Bingay. A spin out down here, turn one. And going to have to chase from the back of the field right now. So we're watching this battle up for second place right now. Jonathan Peterson, the 169, the Vertex auto entry. And Eugene Brits right on his case and caught 199. And this could go anywhere right at Brits. Brits has a little look down the inside on the brakes, clumps right under the back number board there of Peterson. I thought he was going to dive down on the brakes there, but it wasn't to be. Well, Jonathan Peterson realised that he'd have to go into turn one, yep, as quick as he can. It would have been a rather risky move down the inside by Eugene Brits if he tried to go down the inside there on Peterson. So these guys playing the strategy game, thinking about their moves. The DD2 Masters running for 15 laps. There's your leader into the Victron Energy main straight. And with 8 laps to go. 8 laps to go there for Nick Verheul. The gap from first to second, 2.5 seconds separating Verheul from the hard chase going on between Peterson and Brits, running out hard for that second position. Andrew Thomas, a nice steady fourth position in the 114 cart, ahead of Shane Foley. He had problems yesterday in qualifying, sharing studs on the right back wheel of his 135 cart. He's in fifth position right now. He's got Carla Gould behind him in 171. Then Tinahi Korbe and Alistair Mingay off the spin out, chasing from the tail end of the field. Well, there you see the change that's gone down there for second place there. Eugene Brits there is found away by Jonathan Peterson, who is put down to that third position right now. But still 6.5 laps to go. Anything could still happen to team now on the checkered flag. Running with the DD2 Masters. Well, I wonder what's going through Eugene Brits' mind. Does he feel like he could close that gap there up on this man? The hard flying 101 cart there of Nick Verheul, your race leader and fastest man on track. 43.3, 2/10 quicker than Brits right now. Five and a half laps going. Still to go. Nick Verheul in a comfort land right now, controlling from the front. No doubt Nick Verheul not concerned what's going down behind him. He knows, well, I'm sure he senses he's got a huge comfortable lead. Letting the battle off for second. Continue. And that's the one I'm sure everybody is focused on. Eugene Brits in second place there in the 199 cart, up against the 169 cart there of Jonathan Peterson. Still wide open as the race on for that second spot. Around about 5 seconds back to that fourth position. It's held at the moment by the 114 cart there of Andrew Thomas. Nice steady drive for Andrew. Well, I can tell you the top 5 drivers all running 43s, all running in the 43 bracket. So good lap times running at the moment there in the DD2 Masters. Shane Foley through the end, caught 135. Shane running in that fifth position right now, chasing down Andrew Thomas in that 114 cart. And looks like that gap has narrowed out slightly. So Shane Foley will be pushing hard in the remaining laps, which is 3.5 laps to go before that checkered flag is presented. 3.7 seconds. The man crossing the line, the Victron Energies start-finish line. There he is in 101. Incredible performance. Nick Verheul, certainly the man that is always going to be seen as the danger man. A favorite, hot favorite to run that #1 slot here at this Zwartkops Raceway. Well, 43 new fastest lap of the race by the race leader, Nick Verheul, 43.3. So just keeping a nice steady drive out in the lead. 2 laps to go for the leader. Next time around we'll spot that last lap board. There he crosses over there and picks up on the battle for second place there. It is Eugene Brits having a nice drive. A nice clean move there on Jonathan Peterson. He's put the 199 car into second and seems to be quite comfortably holding it there. Jonathan Peterson won't want to overstep the mark there and go throw away what looks like certainly will be a third place there. These guys running 4 heats today. All right, so here we go, the final lap, the victory lap for the 101 crowd there of Nick Verheul. 4.3 seconds is the advantage, the safety cushion between first and second. Well, a great battle between the 171 card there and the 135 card of Shane Foley. There's the checker flag going out there. Well, to shame the true talent, quality of this man in the 101 card. Nick Verheul, a comfortable win, one has to say. There in the DD2 Masters. Eugene Brits taking second, managed to find his way past Jonathan Peterson, who comes home and takes third position. Ahead of Andrew Thomas, Shane Foley, Carlo Gill, Tenaya Nkube, Alice Domingue, and they'll be back a little bit later on.
Right, we've got Nicholas Verheul, kart 101, taking the win in the first heat. Nick, it looks like local is lekker. We've got you and Eugene in 1 and 2 as the local boys at Zwartkops. How much of an advantage is it?
I think today is a big advantage. The weather's not so great, the track's not as grippy as what one would imagine, and most of the out-of-town guys, when they come and race here, the track is rubbered in because of a national or a big race. With the rain and that yesterday and this morning, the track is what we practice on all the time, so I guess it suits our driving style a little bit on these conditions.
Yeah, I must say you look very smooth around here. It looks like there's quite a bit of rubber coming down in the double rights here. I know the start. The other heats have come off saying the start first corner is a mare. I can't get up there. How's the rubber up there?
Yeah, the start, it's okay on the racing line, but yes, on the inside you need to defend. It's very slippery, you just got to take it easy, and when you get on the rubber, it holds you a little bit, so it's better to be on the inside today.
Okay. Last question. I know you're wanting to get to your pit and celebrate. 3 heats to go. Are you anticipating some wets going on today, or you know the weather up here at Zwartkops?
Yeah, there's been a weather forecast of a bit of rain at about 11 o'clock today. It's about half an hour, 40 minutes. It's very unpredictable the last few days, but they said there might be one more shower. If it rains, I'm very happy. If it doesn't rain, I'm very happy. I feel pretty confident here this weekend.
Okay, well, I said that was the last one more. You're third in the championship. Michael Stevens, first in the championship, isn't racing today.
Yes.
So this is your chance to mix things up a bit. You're excited about that? You're taking the challenge seriously.
Yes, no, I like coming from the back, as to say. It's nice to be kind of behind and have to work and concentrate. I love competition, I love challenge. And today's a good challenge. It's a pity Michael couldn't make it. I know he had other commitments and sponsorships to stick to. Respect that. It's a bummer, but I'm not complaining this weekend.
Absolutely not. Good luck for the next 3 heats.
DD2 Masters, 8 competitors, all running over 15 laps of racing. Second heat for them. Nick Verheul has got to be seen, the hot favourite here on the 101 card. A very, very impressive and convincing win in race 1. Can he do it again? Watch out for the 101 card. Or we're going to see Eugene Brits and Jonathan Peterson coming right back at him. Good start there. Great start there from the 199 card. Eugene Brits gets that jump there on Nick Verheul. Well, right on the sandwich in between the two big names, two hotties. Nick Verheul has Eugene Brits ahead of him. And looks like Jonathan Peterson has squeezed into that third place. Put Andrew Thomas down to fourth place in the 114 cart. So we'll see this breakaway coming. There is straight away Nick Verheul decides he's got to go. He's got to strike nice and early. Is it going to happen? Yep. It's not going to happen on one. Eugene Brits has said, I'm upping my game now. Take me on if you can. So the challenge goes out to Nick Verheul in the 101 cart. Race 1 winner. Let's see how we go in race 2. Look at this. 3 huge names, not only in SA, but on the international karting race scene. These guys are recognized all around the world for their escapades there over the waters. They certainly have proved that they are names to be reckoned with down the inside. On the brakes, look at this. That is a perfect move there by the fastest man in qualifying and race 1 winner, Nick Verheul. On the brakes, makes the pass on Eugene Brits down the inside, turn 1. Well, it's the talk of the town was that who can beat Nick Verheul on the Zwartkops circuit. He is extremely quick here, as you just seen. A very impressive pass there on Eugene Brits, who's now slipped back to second place. See whether Eugene has got a surprise for him. I tell you now, he's sticking very, very much. Oh, wheel off! Brits losing a wheel and bouncing across the track. Oh, it's bouncing. Oh, we've got to right in the middle of the track. The Marshall Racing do get the wheel off the circuit, but it's going to roll right back on if the Marshall can't stop it. What a pity. Eugene Brits, Sam, looks like a serious challenge coming for Nick Verheul. And the right wheel, back wheel parts company with the chassis. What a pity. They carry the cart off there. Absolute rotten luck. Robbed of a golden opportunity to prove that he can take on Nick Verheul. Well, it's left Verheul up front. Peterson back on him with to the tune of 1.3 seconds. That's the gap from first to second. Into third place goes Shane Foley. He'll be over the moon for that. Now Shane Foley has to fly back to KZN tomorrow morning. Early flight, first flight back there to assist his parents that are moving to the Underberg area from the Durban spot. And so he's moving back to assist the family in the huge house move. So we wish him well on that. But there we are. He'll want to end the day on a high. Looking solid. Said to me that he'd love to see a bit of rain today because he performed well in the rain yesterday. We've also got a great drive coming from Alistair Mangay. But Alistair runs it wide. Oh, down turn 2, leaves the door wide open. Can he recapture? Looked like he might have lost that third place. Fourth place, should I say. Right, so Nick Verheul leads, Jonathan Peterson second, Shane Foley, great drive in third. Well, once again, looking like he's on absolute rails. Nick Verheul. Shane Foley with a great drive there. Alistair Mingay has not only pulled back that fourth position, he's starting to make that breakaway. And he's got Carla Gill on his case. Tanea Ngorbe, Andrew Thomas, and unfortunately Eugene Brits can only sit at trackside and watch. But what a pity! I really believe that so his mind was right, and he wanted to be up there to take on the very, very quick Nick Verheul, Eugene Brits, until he lost that wheel. Well, I'm sure they'll solve that problem, and that he'll become back more determined later on in race 3. Will the man driving the 199 kart there watch out there for Eugene Brits? He will be really determined to show that he would have been up there with the challenge, a strong chance of holding Nick Verheul there to the checkered line. So the first 3 drivers, well, it certainly look pretty much got things signed and sealed. Alistair Mingay finds himself in the hot seat right now. A 4-way battle going down for 4th position right now as they head through the final turn, turn 9, down through under the Victron Energy. Oh, and diving down the inside. The 171 kart there, that's a Carlo Gill. Making a good clean pass on Alistair Mingay. So Carlo Gill picks up on 4th position in kart 171. Alistair Mingay slips down to that 5th position. Kart 104. Let's see whether he can pull it back. Great race going down here in the DD2 Masters second heat. This is a 15-lap race, 6 laps remain. Well, it's Nick Verheul on rails. No doubt about that. He's just pulled out all the stops and he's disappearing out of sight. 43.175. The next best is a 43.7 by Jonathan Peterson, who's in that second place. Well, we're just looking down Shane Foley. Is he closing down on Jonathan Peterson right now? Because Jonathan Peterson has some sort of a problem going down there, because a great drive and certainly closing that gap is Shane Foley. Well, 6.9 seconds is the gap from first to second. And then, of course, there's Nick Verheul there over Jonathan Peterson. And it's certainly Shane Foley. He's not throwing in the towel yet, with 3.5 laps to go for the leader. Nick Verheul into the final turn before he races down the Victron Energy main straightaway under the arch. You can see he's actually eased up there, just keeping it a nice steady drive. Jonathan Peterson, and very definitely being caught there. That gap narrowing out there between himself and fellow Italian there, Shane Foley in kart 135. Andrew Thomas has picked up on that 4th position. He's made the pass on Carlo Gill. The 1.7 kart who drops down 1 position to 5th. So Andrew Thomas looking good out there. Much better drive coming from Andrew in that 114 kart. Well, I can tell you the top 4 karts all running 43s. separated by 0.8 of a second. Well, next lap round will be the last lap for Nicholas Verheil. Through the S's, heading up to turn 9. There he is now, and points and heads into the home straight for the second last time. Oh, hang on, Cowboy there. A little bit of styling going down right now, Nick Verheil. A little bit of a show of slide. I think that was done purposely. He's way too good there to made a mistake like that. Got the back very loose here through turn 1. Off the start line. The man up front there, Nick Verheil. That's the nice thing about building up such a huge, comfortable lead, is that you can enjoy yourself. Just slip and slide the car around, style it there, show off, a little bit of show of boating going there for the crowds around the circuit that are waving and cheering him on and admiring the performance he's dishing out there in that one-on-one kart. And there's the checkered flag being waved with the name Nick Verheil written all over it. So that's 2 down, 2 heats to go. Can he find a full house of wins? And just look how close it was there between Shane Foley and Jonathan Peterson. Great racing there coming from the DD2 Masters. They will be back a little bit later on. Well done to Andrew Thomas taking that 4th place. Alistair Mingo in 5th. Tenaya Nkobe will take 6th. Carlo Gull in 7th. Eugene Brits, unfortunately, going to have to repair that kart, but he will come back strong in the 3rd heat later on. Bad luck, Eugene. I'm sure your fans are feeling it for you, and they'll be rooting for you later on. Don't go away.
I've got Jonathan Peterson, affectionately known as Jono down at Idube in KZN. Jono, heat 1, you came in 3rd behind the 2 locals here, but now you've managed to come in 2nd in heat 2. This is a good pattern if we're going to go into heat 3. How are you feeling about your race?
Yeah, look, I'm struggling here this weekend, but you know, championship-wise, all I have to do is finish in the top 3, and that will be enough to win it. So that's my main goal. I just trying to stay out of trouble. You know, I'm not going to really take a fight to them here, to be honest. That's my feeling. I know what needs to be done. I'm looking at the bigger picture.
Fantastic. And what about this bigger picture above us with all the clouds and what have you? I know you enjoy the wet. So are you hoping for a bit of a sprinkle in maybe the 2 later heats of the day?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when the rain comes in, then I'll be back and play, you know. But yeah, you know, it's a good championship we got, and you know, if it can add a little bit of spice at the end, then so be it, and let's see if we can get a win by the end of the day.
Yeah, great. Rooting for you. Thank you.
Well, there's Lisa Mingo doing the interviews down the pit, so I can tell you a little added bonus tomorrow in the Africa Open is that DT Film Services are going to cut a link from the interviews to the main PA, and we will be able to hear exactly what's going down in interviews. So tomorrow, there we are. We look forward to that. Carl Neverson and the team from DT Film Services are going to cut a link for us to the main sound system, where we will hear Lisa Mingo interviewing the drivers after their race down on the paddock area. So lights are going out. A great start there from Nick Verheil in the one-on-one kart. Well, Eugene Brits with that absolute rotten luck in race 2 and losing a back wheel coming out of turn 1. Well, they've got their problem sorted, and he's back in with a vengeance, and he'll want to redeem himself, yeah, big time in race 3. Well, a great start there for Shane Foley. Oh, and no show there for Jonathan Peterson. Well, there he is right at the top of the circuit. He did tell me that he seemed to be losing power. The motor seemed to be down on power, or didn't have the same pace. And it looks like it's mechanical failure for the Vertex Auto entry. Jonathan Peterson, kart 169. Looks like out down at corner 9. So now we're watching our leaders go through. It's Nicholas Verheul leading, Eugene Brits, and Shane Foley having a drive. Certainly he showed that in race 2, and again here in race 3. Shane Foley looking rock solid. Unfortunately not with us tomorrow. He's having to fly back to Durban to assist his parents in a house move, and he says that's a priority for him as a family. So we'll miss him tomorrow, but he certainly wants to go out on a high note. Looking strong in 3rd place right now is Shane Foley. He's in the Brandford kart. Good drive coming from the 104 kart there of Alistair Mingo. He's got Andrew Thomas battling it out for him with him in the kart 114. That's the race on for 4th position. Just under half a second separating 1st to 2nd. Can Eugene Brits get in and take on the might of Nick Verheul in that 101 kart, who's been unstoppable today, it's got to be said. Alistair Mingo is certainly having his best drive today, looking strong out there in the 104 kart. And, I think there was some frantic work being undertaken on that kart of his in the lunch break. And it looks like it's working a lot better for Alistair. Handling good at the moment there, looking strong in 4th position for Alistair Mingo in the 104 kart. The Brandford entry. Well, Brandford running 3 and 4 right now. There we see Nick Verheul gaining a little bit of advantage there over Eugene Brits. He's got that gap just under a second between himself and Brits. Oh, I'll see like up and running there. I'll see Jonathan Peterson now back on track and running. Super smooth ride once again. Absolutely poetry in motion. The 101 kart, Nicholas Verheul, your race leader. Well, Alistair Mingo, he looks like he's taking it to Shane Foley there. The 2 Brandford karts. That's 3 and 4. Brits not able there to get in and take on Nick Verheul. Shane Foley looking strong in 3rd, but it's Alistair Mingo coming under big pressure at the moment there from Andrew Thomas and Tinea Nkube. Well, it looks like going through there is Andrew Thomas. Goes through on Alistair Mingo, so that puts the 104 kart down to 5th. Well, 7 laps to go. We're watching the DD2 Masters. And pretty much the closest stuff going on is here for that 4th position. Andrew Thomas holds 4th there from SARMC. And Tenaya and Kobe. It's a 3-way battle right now for that 4th position. So we are watching that challenge going down right now. Your leaders through the S's going up the hill to turn 9. Another run down of the Victron Energy straight away is your race leader. That's Nick Verheul. He's got that gap up to 1.4 seconds over Eugene Brits in 2nd position right now in the 199 cart. Shane Foley in a lonely 3rd position and right now in cart 135. Andrew Thomas in 4, and it's Alison Minge really having a ding-dong battle there with Tenaya and Kobe in the race for that 5th position. Being held by the 104 cart right now. Five laps to go. Well, man, it's improved tenfold over the last season or 2 out there at cart 135. Shane Foley started his racing career very, very late, and he really has settled down nicely, and he's had some really, really great drives up here in the regional series, in the SARMC series up here in this part of the world. Really has enjoyed the Zwartkops kart circuit. Did enjoy their qualifying or their free practice on Friday in the wet. Delivered absolutely incredible performances. Said he loved his track in the wet. Oh, he has trouble. He has problems there for Eugene Brits. Your Brits in trouble. Has slowed right up. He's looking down at the motor. And Shane Foley's on the charge. So 3rd place, Shane Foley has seen Brits in trouble. What's gone wrong with the 199 cart? Brits looking down at the back end of the cart. And now you can see once again that looks like a problem. Where's it all gone wrong? Shane Foley hoping to capitalize on the problem. Three laps to go for your race leader, Nick Verheul. Can this man in the 199 cart hold on to 2nd? Now you see the problems he's got. Eugene Brits once again, but his luck has gone pear-shaped this weekend. It happened in race 2, it has happened again here in race 3. Eugene Brits in trouble, Shane Foley climbing all over the back of him now, right now. Well, Andrew Thomas there, but is he going to get signaled from the side to say, get going, pick up your pace there. We've got 2nd position man in trouble. 2 laps to go for race leader. Nick Verheul, 2 laps to go. Really struggling to hold on to 2nd. Look at this. How close it is. Eugene Brits, Shane Foley climbing all over the back end of him as they race down to turn 3. Well, that's turn 2 as they race through the tunnel. Can Eugene Brits hold on? That cart is not working well. He keeps him looking down to the right side there. Problems in the cart. He slowed right up. He's just trying to salvage what's left. On this final lap, Nick Verheul, it's 1 lap to go. Can Eugene Brits hold on for 1 more lap? Here comes Shane Foley. They've spotted the last lap, or they know it's now time to either hold on to 2nd or take on the challenge. Shane Foley looking to move up into that 2nd spot. We're keeping our eyes on that battle. In the meantime, we see the 104 cart there. That's Alistair Mingay. He's mixing it there with Tenaya and Corbin. Jonathan Peterson, well, there he is. It's just been problems with the cart, and he's just trying to salvage what's left of the laps. Well, in the meantime, another convincing win. Nick Verheul takes another win. Oh, and well, it's got to be said, pat on the back. Eugene Brits wrestles that second position, brings it home. There he is, a signal here. Acknowledges a great challenge coming from Shane Foley, who's finished right on his back wheel. What an incredible race. DD2 Masters delivering. Andrew Thomas takes fourth, fifth to Alistair Menge, sixth to Tanay and Corbett. Jonathan Peterson, all sorts of trouble with that cart. Hopefully they can get it right for the final heat later on.
Right, Nick Verheul, it's been P1, P1, P1. This is your home track and you are dominating. You must be pretty impressed with yourself.
I'm very happy today. Conditions are suiting us perfectly. I can't be happier today, yeah. Things are working out so well. Don't have to stress too much. I'm enjoying it.
They've been comfortable leads and you've held on to it. Well done. The heat, the exhaustion, is it getting to you now? How much does fatigue play a role?
No, I think it's so much fatigue. You know, we're quite fit from all the laps that we do. It's more the mental game and all the years of experience now, coming from behind, really having to try catch up. I enjoy that pressure and it's thriving. So yeah, I don't know what's happening with the guys there. They're there for a while and then I don't look back, I just keep going. Yeah.
You keep going and you run away from them. They can't keep up with you. Congratulations, well done. Right, Shane Foley, cart number 135 from Idube KZN. I don't think Idube is your favorite track. I think Zwartkops in Pretoria is. That was an awesome race.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, I gave it my all. I love this track actually. Compared to Idube, it's maybe a bit more European style, but I enjoy it. And yeah, pity I couldn't get Eugene at the end. He was fiddling with his cart, but he's still quick, so I tried my best. But anyway.
He was still super quick and he would have closed the door on you anyway. Yeah. But you were right there and hopefully Heat 4 you get him.
Cool, thank you. Thanks, Lisa.
Right, I'm here with Alistair Menge, card number 104 in the DD2 Masters. Ali, you drove your heart out. You were passed, but you just couldn't shut the door any more than you did. Did you find that the driving defensively just took away from your pace?
Yeah, well, I've been battling for pace all day today, and I had to do a bit of extra work on the racecraft side of it just to get somewhere. I did manage to get back through the guys there. It was just Andrew, by the time I'd finished fighting at the back there, ended up Andrew was just too far ahead for me to get near. But yeah, I suppose for what I've got pace-wise at the moment, I'm happy with the position.
Tinahe and Kube was all over your bumper at the last 2 or 3 laps. Did you feel the pressure?
Yeah, about 4 or 5 times from the back he hit me, so made me push it a little bit further, which gave gap ahead. But yeah, look, I managed to get ahead. I used a bit of clever play and not accelerating immediately so that he couldn't just get a drive on me when I was tight. So no, it worked out. Very happy.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
Right, so here we go. 15 laps of racing, DD2 Masters final. 7 carts will head on out. Nick Verheul, no doubt, the favourite to bring this one home. Been unstoppable this weekend. As those lights go out, we'll be racing. Great start, well, okay, so there we see that again. The 199 cart of Eugene Brits. Very quick off the line. Nick Verheul tucks back into second place. Shane Foley. He's slotted in third right now. He's ended his weekend on an absolute high. Can he keep it this way in the final of the day for the DD2 Masters? Watch the man out there in the 135 cart, but it looks like Jonathan Peterson is back in contention. That cart certainly looks like it's working and working properly now. Well, Eugene Brits there brings home the fastest time. A 44.5 for Eugene Brits, your race leader. Is the cart going to stay together? Is he going to keep it on the rails? Is he going to keep that lead? But there you can see all over the back end of it is Nick Verheul. Verheul just seems to have the momentum, the pace. But not this time around. Closing it all, leaving no inside line options there. Eugene Brits. Well, is Eugene Brits going to upset the run of wins there for Nick Verheul? Bad luck in race 2, he lost the right back wheel. Whilst leading. This time here, not able to keep the 101 cart back. Nick Verheul takes the lead, Brits back to second, Peterson running in third. Well, Shane Foley slotted in fourth place from Andrew Thomas, Alistair Mingay, Tanea Mkobe. No Carlo Gill coming to the start for the final. Well, just look at this, Eugene Brits tucking down behind the number board, trying everything. He's got Nick Verheul looking over his shoulder there. Nick Verheul knows that this guy in the 199 cart could come at him any time. Nick not taking any chances. He'll try and put more real estate between himself and the 199 cart of Eugene Brits. Jonathan Peterson there having to contend with Shane Foley in the 135 cart, who's been running strong in the second and third heats. Alistair Mingay out there in the 104 cart. He slotted in that sixth position ahead of Tanea Mkobe. The 171 cart there of Carlo Gill. There we see a Shane Foley now closed right up there on Jonathan Peterson. That's the race on for that third position. Bringing Andrew Thomas along with him in the 114 cart. So it becomes a three-way battle right now for third position. Nick Verheul spreads his wings. 43.080, the fastest lap of the race so far. 1.1 second advantage over second place, Eugene Brits. late start there for Carlo Gill in the 171 cart. The battle here for third place, I think that's where we are focused on right now. So are the fans around the stadium, keeping a watchful eye on who's going to take that last spot on the podium. Jonathan Peterson holds that third place right now, but Shane Foley right closely followed by Andrew Thomas. It's a three-way battle for third position right now. Six laps to go for Nick Verheul on the 101 car. Your race leader. Well, Jonathan Peterson under tremendous pressure right now from Shane Foley. Foley right under the back number board there of the 169 card. The Vertex auto entry. They race away to turn 2. Foley looks out, a little look down the inside. Decides against it, not close enough there to the 169 card. And the race continues for that third position. Andrew Thomas in contention as well in the 114 cart. A three-way battle for that third position. What? 1.8 seconds separates first to second. Just under 4 laps remain. Alistair Mingay being chased down there by Tenabe in Kobe in that 134 cart. Great scrap going on for third position. And we've got to commend these guys on keeping it so clean out there, really clean. Keeping off each other's wheels. But, certainly keeping the pressure on. Mingay's still under fire there from Tinahe and Kobe. So Nick Verheul will pick up on that last lap board when he comes through. Well, the closest tussle at the moment is for that third position. Jonathan Peterson wrestling with the situation there. He's had a cart that's hasn't been on song all weekend. Spoke to him earlier on. He says they're really looking for the problem, but there's a lack of the pace that cart normally delivers. Having to really work hard to keep Shane Foley back and forth. Checkered flag waiting up for the 101 cart of Nick Verheul. It's been unstoppable this weekend. 101. And there we go, checkered flag. Nick Verheil there, absolutely jubilant about it. His performance. There acknowledges the well wishes from the side. Applaud from the crowd. Congratulating Nick Verheil on a grand ride and a great battle there for that third place. Jonathan Peterson eventually holding on to third from Shane Foley. Andrew Thomas takes fourth. Alice Minga in fifth, a sixth position, and Tinea Nkobe in seventh position from Carlo Gill, a late starter. And that's him done as they head on back to the pits. That was the DD2 Masters.
Okay, we're live streaming Nick Verheil, the winner of the DD2 Masters, the final national of the Rotax Max Challenge. You are just the most consistent driver that is out there at the moment. You haven't made a mistake. Eugene couldn't do anything to catch you. In fact, you're pulling away in the last 3 laps. That's outstanding driving. I mean, what do you put that down to?
Lots of laps here.
Home track, eh?
Yeah. No, we've got my son races in the Micromax class, so he's forcing me to come to the track more often. So putting in so many laps at this track, it's helping as well. And these conditions suited us today.
No, it certainly did. But I mean, you're like that Iceman out there. There's just no stopping you. Congratulations, well done. You must be thrilled.
Very, very happy. Thank you. It's very close for the points now, so we've got to go check.
Exactly. Right, I've got Andrew Thomas, DD2 Master, kart 114 all the way from Cape Town. Welcome, Andrew.
Yeah, thanks for welcoming me.
Yeah.
Nice to be here, yeah.
Andrew, I can honestly say you've probably been the most inconsistent threat out there today. How would you describe your day?
I think inconsistent more than threat. Yeah, it was okay. Still learning the track, first time here in DD2, so happy, but also would have liked to have been a bit stronger, I think. Yeah.
I think first time here in DD2, that's an outstanding result. You were all over the back of Shane Foley and Jono Peterson, and that's no small thing. So heat 4 was definitely your strongest performance today.
I think so, yeah. Obviously thanks to Jason Kraling, Claudio Piazzamusso and Nick Verheil, who's always happy to help out. So we managed to find a bit of performance, but I know racing drivers are always supposed to have excuses, so let's go see if that chassis is a bit bent, and maybe tomorrow for the Africa Open can be a bit better. We'll see.
I'm glad you're competing tomorrow. I think you're going to go from strength to strength. Well done, Andrew.
So much, thanks.
Prize giving, it's going to happen. It's soon. They're setting up, so we can't spend too much time out here in Park Ferme. If you have a look around, all these carts are going to be taken to pieces, and obviously those found wanting, those deviants, those are going to be excluded. But let's hope that prize giving runs smoothly, everybody's complied, and we'll see you tomorrow at Africa Open.
All right, in 6th position, DD2 Masters, kart 104, Alistair Mingay. Well done. In 5th position, kart 114, Andrew Thomas. In 4th position, kart 135, Shane Foley. Onto the podium in 3rd position, kart 199, Eugene Brits. Eugenie. Second, kart 169, Jonathan Peterson. And the winner for the day, kart 101, Nicholas Verheil. Well done, Nick. Right, guys, those are the DD2 Masters. You can note that by the grey hair. Well done, guys. Good racing.